Houston, we have a problem. We have a serious problem. Let's talk book haul. Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to a massive book haul. I did a bubble. Okay, so I do my book hauls every 2 months. However, I now have a new system in place for book buying because I am seriously bringing in way more books than I'm currently reading at the moment, and my TBR is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So yes, I do have a new system in place. It was one that my good friend Karen, who is one of my subscribers but is also she follows me on Instagram as well, and we've had a few chats as well, so I do class her as kind of a friend that I gained through YouTube and Instagram. And she posted on her Instagram that she has devised a points system whereby the books that she reads during a month accumulate points for specific details that they criteria that they fulfill. So if a book's over 500 pages, if it's a new release and things like that. And when she put this up on her Instagram, I was instantly like, that's what I need. I need something like that, because it's not just about being on a book buying ban. It's a competition, you know. I need to read more books to gain more points to be able to buy more books. It works for me. So yes, in the month of June I started accumulating my points, so hopefully the book hauls from now on should not be as humongous as the last 2 months have been. So yes, especially as in June I didn't actually read that much. If you want me to do a video explaining the point system that I have, kindly created by Karen, which I've just adjusted for my own criteria and usefulness, then I will, if that's okay with Karen, because I feel like Karen was the one that came up with it. So Karen needs all the hurrahs and congratulations. So, but if you do want me to do a video on it, please let me know and I will see if I can get that done for you. But yes, I didn't have that point system in place for May and June, so I just bought books. I bought a lot of books. So let's get started with them. So the first two here, I actually didn't buy. One of the ladies from my book club that I am a member of, she was unhauling some books, and I said, "Oh, you got some Virginia Andrews in that pile?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "I love Virginia Andrews. I used to collect her books long time before I got onto like YouTube and that. I pretty much had most of Virginia Andrews' books, including the ones that were published after she passed away. Yeah, I then got rid of them all when we were moving, because we were moving up the country and I didn't have much room in the van. It was a one trip and done kind of move, and we didn't have room in the van for all the books. So the books had to go. I soon made up for that now. But yeah, she was getting rid of these two. So they are Hidden Leaves and Olivia. These are not even from the same, I don't think they're from the same families. If you know, Virginia Andrews writes in kind of like families. So there's the Rain family, and there's the Willow family, there's the Olivia family. They're all a different family sort of series, and these are two of them. So yes, I got these two. They were gifted. I didn't purchase them. Makes no difference. They're still in my collection now. Then I bought a fifth copy. Fifth, of The Exact Opposite of Okay by Laura Stevens. This is because I am planning to annotate this one. I have only kept 3 of the copies now of The Exact Opposite of Okay that I've bought. The other 2 I have gifted, one to my daughter, one to my friend Charlotte, because I want everybody to read this, and I will keep gifting them as long as I can. Yeah, this was my favourite book of 2019, and I fancied rereading it, but annotating it. Like, normally I don't write in books. I don't highlight, I don't write in them. I might with a pencil, like, underline lines that I think are important, but I try not to even do that too hard or too darkly. I try and use a soft pencil. But this one I kind of want to use and abuse, because I really want to mark out all my favourite bits of it, and really sort of delve into this book even more to enhance my appreciation of this book so much. So yeah, this is the 5th copy I've bought, but just the 3rd one that I've owned. The next book I have is this one, Percy Jackson, The Demigod Files by Riordan. So this is just like a little side book that's got like the who's who in Greek mythology and stuff. So it tells you all about Zeus and that. So I have now read the Percy Jackson series and really enjoyed it. So I thought this would be really good to sort of go with that and have a bit more in that world and a bit more information. I don't own the Percy Jackson books anymore. I got them through the library, but who doesn't love a bit of Greek mythology and to learn a bit more about them? So I got that one. Then I picked up, can you guess why I bought this one? It's called A Mermaid's Curse, The Silver Dolphin by Louise Cooper. It looks like this, and it says, Lizzie Baxter is thrilled when her family moves to Cornwall. She's always loved the beach. Lizzie doesn't realise, but she has a special connection with the sea and the mystical mermaids and silver dolphins who swim there. But there's much more to the beautiful blue-green world than magic. The evil mermaid queen is plotting to steal something precious, something that belongs to Lizzie. And I believe this is the first book in the series. So yes, I will be looking out for some more of these in the future. Always love a mermaid book. The next one I picked up because of that beautiful cover. Look at that. This one is One Silver Summer by Rachel Hickman. Yeah, Rachel Hickman. And it says, after losing her mother, Sass is sent to live with her uncle in England. Far from her native New York, the rocky shores and crumbling castles of Cornwall seem like the perfect place to hide her grief. And when she stumbles across a silver horse in a sunlit meadow, Sass feels a surprising sense of peace, only to have it broken by a boy with a secret. Wasn't that other one set in Cornwall? Yeah, so they're both set in Cornwall. Ha! Cornwall must be a lovely place. I've never been myself, personally, but yeah, quite a few books sat there. So yes, I picked up that one. And then this next one I also picked up. It's Henry and the Guardians of the Lost by Jenny Nemo. And it looks like that. We have a bit of sparkle. And it says, less than 10 minutes after the arrival of the mysterious letter, Henry is on the run with his Aunt Pearl, possibly never to return home. Henry has a secret. He is 12, but he hasn't aged a day since the moment he was thrust 100 years into the future. Now his secret has put him in danger, and his only hope is the protection of the Guardians of the Lost. So yeah, Jenny Nemo wrote the Snow Spider trilogy, I believe, and I read that a few years back, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a beautiful story. I think the first book in the Snow Spider trilogy was the better of the 3, but yeah, happy to pick up some more Jenny Nemo. The next one is There May Be a Castle by Piers Torday. I absolutely love his Lost Magician and the Frozen Sea books. And so when I saw that there was another Piers Torday book out there, I thought I would pick it up. This one says, on a frozen Christmas Eve, Mouse Mallory and his family set off across the Snow White Valley to visit his grandparents. They never arrive. As the wheels skid off the icy road, Mouse is thrown from the car. When he wakes, he finds himself in a magical landscape with only a talkative sheep and a very bossy horse for company. And they tell him, this is your story now. So begins Mouse's extraordinary quest through a world of wonder, a world of monsters, minstrels, dangerous knights and mysterious wizards, a world of terrifying danger but also more excitement than Mouse has ever known, all to find a castle somewhere beyond. A remarkable story about love, loss and the power of the imagination from an award-winning celebrated writer for children. So yeah, this will probably be kept for Christmas because it is set on frozen Christmas Eve. So yeah, it would be kept for later on in the year. Maybe for like a Polarathon or something. I don't know. But yes. The next one, you may be familiar with this story. It is Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. So yeah, I read this as a child, absolutely loved it. It was one of my favourite stories, and I actually bought a copy for this, of this for my oldest daughter when she was a toddler. And one day when she was having a tantrum, bear with me, I just need a moment. One day when she was having a tantrum, she decided that she would... I can't. She decided she would tear out all the pages of the book. Oh no! Just need a moment. But yeah, so so my old copy kind of got destroyed, and it's taken me all this time to buy a new copy. So yes, Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. And let me tell you, my daughter is getting nowhere near it, even though she's 21 years old now and probably knows how to look after books better. But yeah, she's not allowed anywhere near this one. Okay, so the next book is When the Sky Falls by Phil Earl. And this is apparently inspired by a true story. So this says, 1941, war is raging, and one angry boy has been sent to the city where bombers rule the skies. There, Joseph will live with Mrs. F, a gruff woman with no fondness for children. Her only loves are the run-down zoo she owns and its mighty silverback gorilla Adonis. As the weeks pass, bonds deepen and secrets are revealed. But if the bombers set Adonis rampaging free, will either of them be able to end the life of the one thing they truly love? So yeah, I do believe this was based on a true story about a gorilla in the Second World War, getting free. And yeah, this is the story, a fictional story, like based on that true event. I've never heard of a boy being sent to the city though, maybe out of the city, but anyway, it is what it is. So that is that one. The next book is The Thief, get my teeth in, The Thief on the Winged Horse by Kate Mascarenhas, like that. And this says, the Kendricks have been making world famous dolls for over 200 years, but their dolls aren't coveted for the craftsmanship alone. Each has an emotion laid on it, a magic that can provoke bucolic bliss or consuming paranoia at a single touch. Persephone Kendrick longs to learn her ancestors' craft, but only men may know the secrets of the workshop. So when a handsome stranger arrives claiming doll-making talent and blood ties to the family, she sees a chance to grasp all she desires. Not going to lie, it's the freaky dolls that drew me to this book. I wasn't specifically looking for this book when I purchased it. I was just browsing around Waterstones and I saw it. The cover alone drew me in. Isn't it stunning? But then, you know, dolls that have emotions attached to them kind of drew me in, not gonna lie. It sounds a little bit creepy, but, you know, gonna enjoy it. So that's that one. The next one I bought because of the book club pick for June, and that was Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. Now I have already read this one. No, That's a lie. I already DNF'd this one because it turned out to be basically office gossip, and I just wasn't in for that. I did have high hopes for it, however, which was why I purchased it rather than attempting to borrow it, because it's Rainbow Rowell, and I absolutely loved Pumpkinheads, the graphic novel by Rainbow Rowell. I haven't read any of her other actual novels. I've only read the Pumpkinheads, but I thought, well, I obviously like something about her writing, so I was kind of hopeful for this, but turns out no. So this was a story set in 1999 when the internet is still a novelty, and at a newspaper office, two colleagues, Beth and Jennifer, email back and forth discussing their lives in hilarious detail, from love troubles to family dramas. And Lincoln is a shy IT guy responsible for monitoring the emails, spends his hours reading every exchange. At first, their emails offer a welcome diversion, but the more he reads, the more he finds himself falling for one of them. By the time Lincoln realises just how head over heels he is, it's too late to introduce himself. It was just a bit creepy for me, and it wasn't laugh out loud funny for me. It just wasn't my sense of humour, but that is Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. So that one was a DNF and is already going to be unhauled, sadly, unfortunately. But I bought it secondhand, so I'm not too concerned. The next book is Threadneedle, and this is a special Waterstones edition, which is also signed by the author. Let's have a look at that. So just a little signature there. And this is written by Carrie Thomas. And that kind of intrigued me because Thomas is my maiden name. But the hangman's noose at the back obviously is rather exciting as well. It says, magic and love, love and magic. They destroy everything in the end. Do they? Let's have a look. Anna's aunt has always warned her of the dangers of magic. It twists, it knots, its deadly consequences. Now Anna counts down the days to the ceremony that will bind her magic forever, until she meets Effie and Atisse. They open her eyes to a London she never knew existed, a shop that sells memories, a secret library where the librarian feeds off words, a club where revellers lose themselves in a haze of spells. But as she is swept deeper into this world, Anna begins to wonder if her aunt was right all along. Is her magic a gift or a curse? Just sounds like a really good story. And yes, I had this on pre-order. The tagline is, magic is the first sin, it must be bound. So yes, very interesting magical story here. Next we have 3 of the Penguin Monarchs books. Now I always seem to pick these up when I'm in Waterstones, and the books that I'm picking up come to less than the £10 mark or the £20 mark, because for every £10 in Waterstones you can get a stamp on your Plus card, which I have that card, and so every time my books that I'm purchasing, if it comes to something like £15 or something, I will pick up one of these, because these are only $4.99 in Waterstones. So yeah, I kind of pick these up as kind of like fillers for my basket. But it's okay, because I've said before many times, I love history, but the part of history that I love the most is English monarchs. No specific English monarch, like a lot of people sort of focus in on the Tudors or the Victorians. I like all of them. I like learning about all of them. So we have George V, who reigned between 1910 and 1936. We have Edward VIII, who reigned between 1936 and 1936 because he abdicated. And we have Edward I, who reigned from 1272 to 1307. So yeah, and they're different colours because they're from the different eras. So these ones are from like the Georgians, and these ones are from like the Edwardians. So, you know, they're all colour coordinated. The Victorians are a different colour, the Tudors are a different colour. So when you collect the whole collection, as there is quite a few and they're all listed at the back there, when you have them all on the shelf, you can see which ones belong in which era. So era even. So yes, so I picked those up. The next book I picked up was Heartstopper Volume 3. I have got the first two. The second one kindly gifted to me from one of the girls from book club. Thank you very much. And I was going to pick up number 3 on a shopping trip, but one of the girls from the book club picked up the only copy that was in Waterstones that day. So I had to go in a week later, and luckily there was another copy on the shelf, so I was able to pick it up then. But I kind of enjoyed the first one, but I really enjoyed the second one more. So yeah, cannot wait to carry on with this graphic novel series. This is a series about a young boy who is out as gay, and he's getting bullied in the first volume. And this boy here, who's a rugby, plays for the rugby team in the school, stood up for him, and things begin to happen between the two. It is an LGBTQ plus graphic novel, and it's such a lovely, sweet story. So yeah, I just thought I would continue this graphic novel series. Now, I'm not going to lie, the next thing that made me buy the next book, the one thing that made me buy the next book is gotta be them edges. Plus the fact it's a floppy one. Look at that. Look at that. It's just, this is going to be beautiful to read. Just look at it. It's just, don't you just love that? It is The Smoke Thieves by Sally Green, and it says a princess, a soldier, a hunter, a traitor, a thief. Sounds like the Breakfast Club. So it says, in Brigant, Princess Catherine prepares to marry a man she's never met, while her true love, Ambrose, faces the executioner's block. In Calidor, downtrodden servant March seeks revenge on the prince who betrayed his people. In Pretoria, Edion stands at a crossroads, family and fortune one way, destruction the other. And in the barren northern territories, Tash is facing her demons, literally. As the kingdom's alliances shift and shatter, these 5 young people find their futures inextricably linked by a mysterious bottle of demon smoke and by the unpredictable tides of war. Who will rise, who will fall, and who will unlock the secrets of the smoke? So, yes, A, that cover is stunning, B, those edges are stunning, and it's a floppy. Plus the story sounds good as well, so yeah, had to buy that one. The next one was also because of those sprayed edges. Can you guess what it is yet? It is Rainbow Grey by Laura Ellen Anderson. And it just, I mean, why wouldn't you pick this book up? I mean, just why wouldn't you? Sprayed edges, awesome artwork. I mean, why wouldn't you pick this book up? So this is Rainbow Grey. The world needs a rainbow like never before. 10-year-old Ray Grey wishes she had magic like her friends. Life in the Weatherlands just isn't the same without it. But then a forbidden trip to Earth turns everything Ray thought she knew about herself upside down. Ray must dig deep to find her inner power, battle new enemies, and let her true colours shine. And I'm not going to lie, that Cloud Kitty is slightly adorable. But yeah, so I bought that one as well. And then last, but certainly not least, have I already spoken about these? I can't remember. Okay, so I read Red Sister by Mark Lawrence back in May, was it? May? I think so. And I really enjoyed it. So I went to purchase my own copy. So I got Red Sister, Grey Sister, and Holy Sister. So I got the whole trilogy. Now, I was going to purchase these in Waterstones. However, I was with the girls from the book club at the time, and it was brought to my attention that Mark Lawrence has been a bit of a bad boy with some behaviour and comments that he's made. So he's on a lot of people's blacklist. So I felt a little guilty purchasing his books brand new, but I knew that I did want to read these books. So I went to World of Books, which is a website for secondhand books, and I purchased these through them. Now, I will say that they didn't send me Holy Sister when I ordered it. I got something else completely, which was most definitely not Holy Sister, which makes me think I might have already shown you this purchase, because I remember commenting about how the other book was definitely not Holy Sister. And one of you, my sense of humour, was like, of course, it's very much like Holy Sister. Of course the two could be confused. That's my sense of humour. Well done. Congratulations. I like that. You get my humour. I love that. I love that. But yeah, I purchased the, I can't remember what the trilogy is called. There's a name for the trilogy. I can't remember what it is. Blood of the Ancestors, maybe? Is that what it's called? But yeah, I bought all 3 books through World of Books so that Mark Lawrence doesn't get my money. It goes to whatever World of Books donates their money to. So yeah, that was the haul. That was a load of books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 books. 22 books. I didn't even read 22 books during May and June. Oopsies, which is why I'm now doing the points system. And if you're interested in a video of that, as I say, let me know and I will think about doing that. If you're interested, for June, I managed to accumulate enough points to buy 3 books in July. And yeah, so that is that. Also, quick note, the bookshelf tour is coming. I'm just filming it. I've got to film it. I'm trying to think of the statistics of filming that. It's coming. The bookshelf tour is coming. There, I've said it on camera. It's going to happen. All right, I'm going to have to go because my battery is going. I will speak to you soon. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.